Hello cats and kittens, Mama Cat Gamer here. We are doing this solo duty One Life for One World today. It is in the Heavensward expansion, and it's taking us from Heavensward into Stormblood, even though the story itself isn't resolved until Shadowbringers later on. So we got a little foreshadowing for Shadowbringers. Pun fully intended, all right? There are some really interesting mechanics in this fight, all right? And I tried to point out some of the more important things in this solo duty. So you'll see some arrows pointing into certain things like the Blade of Light, which is really, really difficult to see at first until you know what you're looking for. So be on the lookout for the markers. I put some arrows in there to kind of point things out in particular. I put captions in there explaining things as well as while I was talking through it. There's a brief audio issue. I apologize for that. It's during a cutscene. Hopefully in the future I'll be able to re-record it when I do this on another alt tune. All right. Some key things to remember. Make sure your item level for your gear is at the minimum of what this needs, preferably better. You'll have a much easier time if your item level is actually above what's required for this. You'll have an easier time with this if you are above level 60 also, because you get kind of leveled down to it. But if you have better gear and a higher level than that, it's always easier. Make sure you have your food buff on, all right? Make sure it's not a boiled egg either, okay? That gives you like a +1 on your vitality. You want as much vitality as you can to get through this without dying, all right? Especially if this is your first time doing this. Have some healing potions, again, for your level 60. Double check your gear. Make sure when you go into this solo duty, you have your gear on, because you have this, shepherd's or something gear on before, right before this particular solo duty starts. It's really easy to forget that you have that on. So double check your gear, double check you're on the job you're on. Go on the job that you're most comfortable with, all right? You'll have an easier time with that. Don't forget, on this one, you need to use your mitigations, all right? Your self-defense skills, and you may need to use your self-heals. Like, your mitigations are your skills, and make sure to look in your abilities for these. Make sure you have them slotted on your hotbars. Things like for the DPS Feint or Arcane Crest, Addle for our folks who are casters, Radiant Aegis. For your self-heals, you have Second Wind, you have Nature's Min, you have Bloodbath, you have Physics. Tanks obviously are gonna, have an easier time with the mitigations because they have a bunch of them. Healers will have an easier time because they can heal, right? This solo duty is really one of the longer ones, all right? So make sure you set aside a good 45 minutes. If this is your first time, you might want to leave up to an hour in case you die the first time around. If you die, you die. It's okay, all right? No one's going to judge you on this if you die, right? And I think I did the first time. I had to go back down to very easy mode. You have that option if you die to go back and redo it on very easy or easy or normal mode. If you die, just go to very easy. Make your life easier. Nobody's going to judge you. You're not being filmed. Enjoy this one. Some heavy hitting cutscenes, got some great information. It's taking us from Heavensward into Stormblood, although it's really foreshadowing Shadowbringers. Kind of keep this in mind down the road for when we're actually going from Stormblood into Shadowbringers, because it has a lot of backstory for that. The cutscenes are great. I do have them in the timestamps, all right? I have them listed so that if you want to skip the cutscenes and just see the battle portion, you can, all right? And again, you can see how long it is from the number of cutscenes. We have 4 separate cutscenes in there. And with that, we're going to take you into the battle. Have fun. Elfino would keep moving forward. One life for one world. Okay. If we take the Griffin's double at his word, then the crystals are now somewhere within Zaharik, ready to be put to use by the Amalja. We must apprise Alize of all that we have learned. I will join you both in Little Alamigo after I have changed. Well, I already did that, man. I like it. He just can't go behind a rock and change, right? He has to go back to the town so he can have a little privacy. Changes clothes. He's never been camping very long. All right, speak with Alize. Is that a feel like running back there. Elfino says, "Ah, that's much better. Subterfuge was never my strong suit. You are prepared for battle, then?" Thancred says, "Kept you waiting, eh? My apologies." Elise, "Now that Thancred has finally arrived, mayhap you could share your latest findings?" Thancred says, "You mean to tell me that while we were worrying ourselves sick, Ida and Papalymo were here all along? Well, your Stola will be relieved and also angry. Mainly angry, I should think." Yeah, mainly angry. "As for the crystals, what choice do we have? We cannot very well leave them in the hands of the Amalja. For all we know, they could be preparing to summon Ifrit even as we speak. We must make for Zaharak without delay." Elfino says, "Agreed. If there is naught else to discuss, let us depart at once." Yep. Masked man, and so they go forth, in accordance with the Griffin's plan. The players gather to assume their marks on a stage wreathed in flame. Ere long the curtain shall rise, and the drama of which I am author, gods forgive me, shall at last be performed. Naught else remaineth, save to stand at the ready and pray that the chance is seized, for never shall we know its like again. Alright, Urianger, what are you playing at, man? One life for one world. Let's look and see. That's a instance duty. "All seems calm here. Is it possible that we have been deceived?" Ingrid says, "You'd think there would be more obvious signs that something was afoot. But if anything, this place seems quieter than I remember it. I have a bad feeling about this." I have a bad feeling about this. Koji Fox, obviously, likes Star Wars. Let's eat some food. I confess, I expected a warmer greeting, but we must not jump to conclusions. Not until we have braved the Bowl of Embers. We must be ready to engage the enemy at any moment. If you would make any final preparations, pray do so now. I will await your signal. Alright, make sure to have enough time for these. There are going to be several cutscenes. Enjoy them. Okay. And, of course, there'll be fighting. Because it's a duty, right? Wait. Unable to commence duty as disciple of land or hand or while in a party. Oh, okay. I gotta leave the party.
This isn't right. The Amalja would never leave this place so poorly guarded.
It's a trap.
Not willingly, no.
The saviors of Eorzea. Slow as ever.
By the 12. Will you never learn?
You know, you're right. Mayhap it is time for a change of tack. Killing primals, tormenting beastmen, hastening the birth of a new god. It's all a bit much, isn't it? And frankly, we don't have the leisure to do it. But killing the Warrior of Light, on the other hand, that would soon plunge Eorzea into chaos. One life for one world. A fair exchange! Wouldn't you agree?
Lest you forget, you've more than one opponent.
Carbuncle! Defend me!
Caught it in its teeth.
I sense you will offer more than mere target practice. Unlike your sister.
Nice. I've forgotten all about that.
Alizé!
Did I not tell you, Alphino? I am not the girl I once was. My brother was always the clever one, while my talents lay elsewhere. If you would dare to stand against us, to destroy all that we hold dear, then you shall die by my sword.
Nice. It's going, yeah, Alizé. Alright. I'm gonna defeat the Devout of Darkness first. Stay out of poo. I'm gonna do the Knight.
You shall fall soon enough.
We will not be denied so easily. You want to take that marker to the edge as much as you can.
It ends now. What?
The chains!
You snake! You would betray us as well?
He that holdeth fast unto his convictions shall never count betrayal amongst his crimes, though all the world may call him villain. My path is unchanged, my creed sacrosanct. This I believe with all my heart. But say, warrior of darkness, and speak true, what dost thou believe? That rendering up the souls of thy world in service to the rejoining will grant it salvation? Nay.
By the 12! Oriange!
Mine apologies, Master Alphino. That the brightest light might shine, duty did compel me to walk in darkest shade.
Double agent, gotta love it.
You sweet fool. I was almost willing to believe you had turned against us. I expect a full explanation when this is over. For now, may I assume you have turned your cloak for the last time?
Thou mayest, my lady. By thy leave.
Even odds, then. No matter. We'll crush the lot of you in one fell swoop!
Understood.
I can't make out who he is.
Hearken to me. We only have one chance. Channel your ether into my blade that I might strike before the mage casts his spell. I cannot do it alone, but together we can defeat them. Make ready! They come!
We're gonna ignore everything except the devout and the knight.
The ether! It's not enough!
Okay. You feel the ether welling up in you. Too far away. Oh, come on. I'm like standing right on it. Really? Really, game? Come on.
I can feel it! Just a little more!
We gotta take care of the ranger here. Just channel to it.
Hurry it up, Nightmare!
Away again. Ah, I got interrupted.
Tis done! With this blade, I banish the darkness!
No. Not like this.
Alize, are you hurt?
A touch dizzy, but otherwise fine. Thank you.
And there you have it. Our friend is too stubborn to die.
We are far from finished. Or have you never considered how we came to this world?
Crystals? You mean, like the Ascians?
Just so. As the Ascians flee unto the rift twixt planes with crystals of darkness, so did these warriors come hither with crystals of light.
Eloquent, as always. Aye, like the Ascians, we too are beyond death. You cannot defeat that which is eternal.
Wait! Such methods as the Ascians employ require the renunciation of the flesh. You would have had to...
At long last, you see. To save our world, we gave our lives. We were just adventurers trying to make our way. An odd job here, a favor there. We never aspired to be warriors of light. But word of our deeds spread, and soon people were calling us heroes. They placed their hopes and dreams on our shoulders, and bid us fight for all that was good and right. We fought, and we fought, and we fought, until there was no one left to fight. We won! And now our world is being erased from existence. We did everything right. Everything that was asked of us, and still it came to this. You of all people should understand. We cannot, we will not falter. We brought our world to the brink of destruction, and now we must save it.
I've died before, Arbit. I'm not afraid to die again.
No matter how many times we fall, we must rise and carry on the fight for those we left behind.
To have known the depth of sorrow and embraced the highest sacrifice. Nonetheless, Master Louis-Sois, guide my hand, I pray you, as fate's thread spinneth upon this most capricious spindle. Quickly! Thou must needs invoke the power of thy crystal.
What is this place?
Such pain. Such sorrow. Oh, my dear children.
It can't be.
Mother Heidelin, hearken unto your children's plea. From two worlds do we gather, and from two worlds do we offer a bounty of light. In this desperate hour we do beseech your intercession. We beg an audience with the word of the Mother, with your chosen Minfilia.
Your cries go not unheard, nor your sacrifices unnoticed. Though many are lost, there are those we can yet save, whom I can yet save.
Minfilia!
Blessed children of the First, the light of your world hath grown blinding in its radiance, but it is not yet absolute. I will hie me to your world, and there take unto myself the light which riseth even now to drown it, as darkness once did drown another.
Now you deign to answer our prayers? I will suffer this farce no longer!
As the Ascians must serve as instruments of Zodiark's will, so too must others carry out the will of Heidelin. But for the boon you have granted her, she has grown strong enough to set me free, that I might serve as her emissary. Your suffering your sacrifice, your supplications. She has heard all. We will not let the first fall to light. Thank you, Urianger, for bringing everyone here. It fills my heart with joy to look upon the faces of my friends once more.
In taking you unto her bosom, I knew that Hydaelyn had bequeathed to you a sliver of her grace, granting you strength longsword. And in treating with the Ascians, I learnt of a star like unto our own, a doomed world of fallen heroes, in whom I glimpsed ourselves, the first. Full long did I search for a means to save this world, concluding at the last that the answer lay in the power of blessed crystals. And thus did I labor to set light against dark. Yet I knew from the beginning that this salvation would not come without sacrifice. For the instrument of the first's deliverance would of necessity be required to journey thither, there to remain, mayhap forever.
You orchestrated all of this, not to save her, but to send her away!
One life for one world. Such was the bargain, and you the coin, though it were not mine to spend.
Have we not walked together in the light of the crystal, and at her bidding borne witness to the joys and sorrows of this land? Each and every one of you knows my heart. If this be the price I must pay, I pay it gladly.
You would go alone, then?
My dearest Thancred, you who have ever watched over me, I am truly grateful for all you have done on my behalf, as would my father be. Your kindness, your compassion, your love. These are your gifts to me, and our gifts to them, forming a bond which transcends time and space.
Sometimes I forget you are not the child I once knew. Make me proud.
Long have I watched you from Hydaelyn's side, watched as you nurtured and kept safe the light of the dawn. The dark recesses of the world hide untold secrets and dangers. Thus do I entrust to you, Tupsimati. I pray you, keep to the path that you may never have need of it.
Would seem the power of our crystals is all but spent. Perhaps, if there is naught else to be done.
Hear me, servants of Hydaelyn. If you would have us place our trust in you, then I would ask a favor. Take us with you take us home. We were blind to the truth once, so I tell you this, as one fool to another. Light, dark, it doesn't matter. What matters is how much you choose to use them. We made our choice of thinking it's not supposed to. Or forge a different path. Seize a better fate.
Tis a strange feeling. So many times have I watched you depart, my heart filled with worry. And ever did you return to me in triumph. Someday, when I have found a way to free this star from her sorrow, I promise you I shall repay the favor. Thank you, Lemmy, for everything.
All right, what does Elizade have to say? Though things did not unfold as perhaps, I mean to say, I truly believe that she... Forgive me, I should not have spoken. It is not my place. Speak thy mind. I do not expect thy forgiveness. Thancred doesn't have anything to say there. It would seem we are in southern Danaland again. Minfilia is doing, no doubt. May the 12 speed her on her way, and the warriors of darkness, too. I cannot help but wonder what awaits those wayward souls. If they give their lives in order to travel to the source, then in returning to the first, would they not... But mayhap that was their wish. We should talk about what to do next. Speak thy mind. Let's see if Thancred has anything. Nope, not yet. All right, cats and kittens, I hope you enjoyed that. That was a very emotional duty for me, especially at the end. That one was hard-hitting for me. And as always, on Mama Cat Gamer channel, we close things out with a cat joke. Kind of lighten the mood a little bit. So here's our cat joke for today. How do you know your cat used your computer? Your mouse has teeth marks on it. Cool. All right, cats and kittens. If you're enjoying the content, we've got more solo duty videos. I have a video on combat markers. Working on some other videos to help with learning combat, being more effective at it, to make it more fun for you. All right, check out the playlists, especially the solo duty and tutorials playlist if you need some more help there. And on that note, if you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that jazz, you know what to do when to do it. Have a great one, cats and kittens. Mama Cat Gamer signing out.